Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome to Zelda Clue.
Yeah, welcome.
I know we're about to give you something very experimental and new for us.
Yeah, this is the first for Zeldathon, as far as I'm aware. We've done some role play in the past. Shadow has done some RP with the dice and all that, but this is the first ever Zeldathon murder mystery.
Yep.
Klinkit and I, as well as a lot of people have been working on this for a month, and the cast is ready to deliver you all amazing content.
So, while this is a murder mystery, we're going to have some incentives and chat integration, and also we have a giveaway during this segment.
Yep.
So if you donate at least $5, every donation of $5 will get you one entry into this Zelda Clue game that is signed by our entire team. So exclusive item can't get anywhere else.
It's also out of print, if I'm correct.
It is out of print now.
Yeah, so this doesn't exist.
So it's out of print and it's signed by the Zeldathon team. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that's every $5. So if you donate $10, you get entered in twice, so on and so forth. Additionally, for every $21.21 or more, you can suggest a question for our detective Hyrule to ask the suspects. So you could send in a donation with a donation of $21.21 or more, and we may consider asking your question to one of our suspects.
Yes,
And
exactly.
Yes. In addition, we also we will have a prediction going. This prediction is going to be a little wonky, but essentially you can help predict, or you can help decide who. We have to do it in a prediction because polls can only last 10 minutes. So we're going to have a prediction open. You can help predict who, or help put points towards who you want to be who you think is the guilty person, the guilty suspect, right? And at that point in the story, whoever has the most points contributed toward them will be the accused.
You control the show.
And then, because it's a prediction, we are going to cancel it out at the end, because this is the only way we can do it. Yeah, and Stone Money was at dinner, I think. So, without further ado.
Yeah, without further ado, be prepared, humble chat, for love, for pain, for wonder, for suffering, for magic, for Zelda Clue.
My body is
Everybody do. Checks.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
4, 3, 2.
Wait. Oh, hi, Leah! My tingle!
mind in the Lost Woods. My name is Detective Hyrule. And for the next few minutes, I'm going to need your help. Now, I've done cases all around this great land of Hyrule. I've worked on racketeering with the Rito. I've worked on gambling rings with the Gorons. But today, I'm solving a murder. And between you and me, this is my first ever time trying to do this whole thing. And so I'm going to need your help. Throughout this case, I'm going to be doing interviews. I'm going to be collecting evidence. And I need you to help me find out who exactly this is going to be. Now, we have ourselves a likely cast of suspects here that we need to work together to try to crack. Now, without any further ado, I'm going to set my Baja Blast down over here. It's time to do a little bit of sleuthing. The victim, Tingle Tingle. His friends called him Kulu Limpa.
For the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my
After a wonderful party, wonderful drinks, wonderful guests, the lights went out, and so did his. And now it's up to us to figure out what's going on. Ma'am, my name is Detective Hyrule. How can I help you today?
Thank you for coming. Someone's killed my dear husband.
Yes, I can plainly see that. Your husband, huh?
Yes, we've been married many years.
Many years, all right. So you would say that you are close to the victim, is that right? Okay,
Very.
excellent. What's everybody doing here? What was happening?
We were having a birthday party for Tingle. It was a special day.
Special day, huh?
Very.
And so all these people here hanging out in the back, they are all friends of his, would you say?
Most of them are my friends.
Your friends?
Actually, but we have friends of his.
Can you point out those friends that are his specifically?
Well, he thinks Jeff is his friend.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Can you point out this Jeff amongst us? I see. All right. And
I had to hire him.
you had to hire a friend. Was he cheap?
No.
Gotcha. Ma'am, I can't help but notice there's quite a mess all over this your scene. I assume this party didn't look like this when this whole thing went down.
No.
Got all
No,
kinds of
exactly.
jars, and you got a case of a
Things
couple
all over
spilled
the
rupees
floor.
here. Yeah.
There
a
was
real
a
shame.
fairy in there.
Was she not here before?
No! How did you get out of your jar?
Oh, you're saying that you kept her in a jar.
I mean, she belonged to them.
Well, she came with us, and I don't know how you got out of your jar.
When I heard the scream, there was a lot of commotion, and I think something knocked into my holder, and
Something knocked it over, huh? All right.
it was dark.
Dark, right? I've from what I've discovered, yeah, the lights went out for a bit. Is that right?
That's right.
Now, we'll get to you in just a moment here, but one last thing. How close were you to your husband?
I mean, we were married,
Yeah. A lot of married people out there.
but that's right. He was very busy.
Busy, you say? Oh,
Spent
man.
a lot of time at home.
Hmm.
And so, a lot of times just me in the grove that we lived in. We were very devoted.
Devoted. Well, ma'am, sorry to take up too much of your time. I know you're going through a lot right now. We'll get this solved, all right? Of course, of course. Now, this fairy kept in a bottle, huh? What was your name again?
Hey,
Hey, yourself.
listen. My name's Willow.
Willa. And, Willa, what would you say you do for a living?
I'm a fairy.
You're a fairy. All right. Does that pay well?
Pays well enough for me to be independent.
Fair enough. Why don't you have a seat here for me? So, Willow. Just heard that you, up until more recently, were living in a bottle. Is that right?
Yes, that's typically where fairies reside.
Okay. What brought you to Mr. Tingle Tingle's party today?
Well, I was told by Kessa, who's a very close companion of mine, her and her
Yes, sir.
partner Finnegan, that our poor Tingle was his best friend.
Whose best friend? Finnegan?
Finnegan.
Finnegan's best friend. Interesting. Okay. Now, did you know Tingle before showing up this whole thing?
I did not.
You didn't. All right. So you were brought by two, would you say, friends over there?
Friends by circumstance. I need protection while I'm traveling, and I'm usually.
Protection. So this is more of a business sort of thing, is what I'm hearing.
I think I'm good company.
Okay.
You know.
Fair. Now, you were in the bottle up until the lights went out, is that right? Can you explain what you were doing when the lights went out?
I was shaking a little bit because this stand here had me right at the edge, and something crashed into it. It fell over, and I tried to crawl my way out, and once the lights came back up, I saw him there and ran back to Finnegan and Kessa.
Got it. Now, well, you seem like a real bright fairy. And there are a lot of folks in here who, let's say, would like to keep you in that bottle if they could help it. Is there anybody here that that you think might have had something against Mr. Tingle Tingle here?
Well, I'm a little bit concerned about Kessa.
Kessa, your friend, your business partner here, it says.
Yeah, I don't know. I think hearing about how one of her good friends had to hire another friend for a birthday party for her husband.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this friend for hire. Yeah.
Like, I'm here by choice for their protection, but I don't know who's being genuine anymore. And I fear that, I can end up like him soon.
Well, hopefully not while I'm around here, but thank you for your time. Just make sure you can stay. You can walk anywhere you like, get yourself some refreshments, but please stay in the room until we can figure this out, all right?
All right.
Thank you. Speaking of which, hey, Kessa, was it?
Hi.
Yeah, do you mind coming over here real quick? So I just had a lovely chat with your business associate, Willow, over there. And she said that you kind of just brought her along, not necessarily by her choice. Can you tell me about that?
Well, that's interesting that she puts it that way because I am a traveling merchant. I collect very rare artifacts, and we came across Willow, and she needed to be transported to the Gerudo Valley. So I said, you can come along with us, and so she was traveling with us.
Oh, so you're traveling companions and just said, hey, why don't we hang out at a strange man in a green jumpsuit's house for the evening?
Oh, no. I mean, I know Tingle, but I was here for Linda.
For Linda?
Me and Linda have met each other during my travels, and she is a good friend of mine.
About how good would you say? Would you know, how many years have you known her? What's going on there?
I've known Linda for years, and when she decided to marry Tingle, I was a little bit unsure because I wasn't too sure about his character. It didn't really seem like her. But of course I want to support Linda. I always will support her. And so that's why I came to the party, to celebrate Tingle, because she is my dear friend.
So, despite your dear friend marrying into somebody you may not approve of, you still support her, is that right?
Of course, I would always be loyal to my friend.
How loyal could you be? Let's say, maybe you think that they're going through something rough. Kind of sounds like maybe you'd do anything for that friend.
No, I will always stand by Linda in her decisions. I know they were going through a rough patch, but...
Rough patch?
Maybe
Can you
I
tell
shouldn't
me
have said
how
that.
rough that patch might be?
Well, she would call me up and gossip about it sometimes, how busy he was. But
see.
I would never suspect my friend.
Okay, all right. Fair. Hey, speaking of friends, I can't help but throughout this whole thing, you've been hanging out along with the guy in blue over there. Can you tell me a little bit about him?
Finnegan, that's my Finnegan. He's my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. How long have you known him?
We've known each other for months. We go way back.
Way back months ago. Boy, times have changed. And how did you meet this Finnegan?
Well, I was traveling through Zora's domain, and that's when I met him, and we fell for each other, and so he's been traveling with me ever since. He's a trails merchant, too.
Oh, okay. So you said you were a merchant of artifacts, right?
Rare artifacts, yes.
Does his business match up with yours?
Let's just say that we sell different things, but we both sell things, and so that's why he came along with me.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Avoid the body, if you could please. I'm
Will
keeping
do.
an eye on it here from there, so just leave things as they are. We'll take care of things soon. And one last thing, just as a formality. Who would you throw under the bus here if you could?
I mean, the only one that I don't really know at this party, I don't know his name, but there was a guard that I saw when I was walking in, and he's the only one here that I don't know. And he was saying at the beginning of the party some things about Tingle and his character, and so I'm not saying that he did it, but it just did seem a little weird. He was saying some
see.
very unusual things about him.
Can you identify any of those weird things that you might have been hearing?
Well, he was calling him annoying and really just extravagant and always bothering him. And I mean, none of those things would make him a suspect, but it was just, I think he dislikes him.
I gotcha. Well, thank you once again. And if you wouldn't mind just bringing over your devoted
Finnegan,
boyfriend.
they want to talk to you.
You did great, sweetheart. Hi.
Hey.
What's up, man? How are you doing?
Well, the man's been murdered, but other than that, I think I'm doing okay. How about you?
I'm all right. The man's been murdered, but I'm doing good.
I'm really glad to hear that.
Look at him.
He looks peaceful.
He looks like he's sleeping.
Not anymore.
He's really out.
Finnegan, was it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Finnegan was my grandfather's name. You can call me Finn if you want.
Finn, it is absolutely Finn. Your girlfriend, your business partner there was telling me about
Yeah.
you're both traveling merchants,
Yeah.
is that right?
Business has been great ever since her and I started traveling together.
Okay.
I've been seeing all kinds of sights and meeting new people to sell to.
That's great to hear. Now, I know her method of sales, she's going through different artifacts and things like that, but she was a little glib about what you sell, sir. What is your occupation here?
Look, man, I'm just trying to make people feel good. I'm just trying to make people relaxed, all right?
And exactly how are you doing that? Are you a masseuse?
Look, man, look. I sell a little bit of that Hylian herb, but I didn't kill the man.
We'll have a conversation about that maybe a little bit later, sir, whether or not you're licensed to hold on to that. But
Wouldn't be the first time I've been put away for it.
we got some bigger questions here, mainly, once again, murder. To that end, what were you up to in the party at the time that the lights went out?
Oh, me and Hikessa were just hanging out over there by the bar, and we were just talking, and just trying to vibe. We're just trying to hang, man. Like, I'm not trying to do anything too crazy here. I'm just vibing to the music. We're dancing a little bit, me and her.
Yeah, tell me more about your relationship with her, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, when she came through Zora's domain, we kind of hit it off immediately. Yeah. It was like a couple weeks ago or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
She said you've been hanging out for a couple months.
Oh, man, I don't know. Time flies when you're having fun, man.
Speaking of flying, I have some associates who happen to know a little bit more about Tingle than I necessarily did. Didn't know the man before today, unfortunately. And one of them, a certain Palm, was talking about how he loved to fly. Question for you: Was Tingle flying right before he unfortunately passed?
Man, Tingle was my best customer. I was trying to sell him some.
You were trying to sell him some And because of that, he was flying?
Well, he might have been flying if he bought some from me.
Oh, I see. Okay. But
He was like, nah.
let's talk about, like, was he on physically the ground?
Oh, yeah. Well, I know that's a problem with him. I mean,
He's always on the ground.
He is now.
Yeah, well, he certainly is. All right. Now, Finn, I do got you on something here, bud.
I know.
And I don't like using it against people, but I'm trying to do my job here, right?
Take me away for that.
No. I'm not gonna necessarily hit you up on it, as long as I can really trust on you. Can I trust in you?
Yeah, I will tell you straight up, man.
Okay. Would you even tell me if a certain Kessa may have done the deed?
Oh, who said that?
Not saying that anybody said it yet.
It was Willow. It was Willow.
Willow?
She was traveling with us. I can't believe she betrayed her.
I mean, I didn't say Willow said anything, just to be clear. For legal reasons, she didn't say anything. But if she did,
I didn't trust that fairy from the beginning.
when did you pick up Willow?
Well, she came to us from Gerudo Valley. We were passing through Gerudo Valley. She was like, I wanted to get to I don't remember where she was going, but she was like, I need to get to a place. She was like, all right, we can bring you along with our caravan.
So you would say that you aren't very close with Willow?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No.
Interesting. Well, I think. Oh, one last thing. Like, what? So were you trying to sell directly to Tingle right before the lights went out?
Yeah, we were chatting it up, and I was trying to sell him some of the herb.
And how was that going?
It wasn't going very well, but
Does that make you mad?
I mean, I'm a little miffed, but dude, I'm just here to chill.
Okay. Just wanted to see just how chill that was chilling. All right. Oh, one last question.
Yeah.
Just one more thing. Actually, let's make it two. Number one, do you know anything about Linda? Have you met her before?
Oh, I met Linda once or twice. Yeah, she's not too bad. Yeah, they seem to get along really well for the most part.
For the most part.
Well, yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not too focused on their relationship. I'm a little bit flying high myself right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can smell it. Well, I think that's everything I need from you here, Finn. Feel free to hang out with Kessa, but just don't touch the body or anything. We'll get this sorted out. All right?
No problem there.
And hey, as long as things fly clear here, you're okay.
Hey man,
right?
I think a little bit of the good stuff will help you through this.
I mean, all I need is my Baja Blast, but
yeah, you want a little bit? Go for
yeah,
it.
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about payment later,
We'll
man.
talk. All right. So far, let's see here. I've talked to. Well, I can't talk to you. Talk to you. Talk to you. Talk to you two. Haven't talked to the guard yet. Well, I think I heard Jeff. Is that right? Guess that's right. Jeff, would you mind, just at ease, soldier? Thank you. Would you mind taking a seat here with me for just a moment? All right. Finally relax for a minute, right? Seems like you've been on guard all night, right? All right, it's fine. Joke's not quite for Jeff. So, Jeff, is that your official title? Is that
Correct.
All right. And Jeff, what do you do?
I guard.
You guard. All right. Well, suppose I could have figured that out on my own, but I'll take your word for it. And Jeff, guards typically have one job. That's to keep people safe, right? Protect the peace, keep everyone together. So what's going on over there?
I messed up.
Hey, you know what? We all have our bad days, right? Sometimes you're guarding, you're doing great, you're keeping people off the furniture. Next minute, someone shows up dead, right?
Not happy about it.
I can tell. Jeff, what were you up to when right before all this hubbub happened?
I was guarding.
That's fair. That's fair. Did you have eyes on the victim at the time that the lights went out?
Tried to keep eyes on everyone here. I only
Right.
got one set.
That's very true, but we only have one dead person here.
Lights went out. Couldn't keep track of what was happening.
Yeah, it's tough to look in the dark there, isn't it, Jeff?
Correct.
So, when the lights went back on, can you tell me anything about what you saw at the scene?
Lots of damaged pottery over there.
Yeah, let's look at that while we're at it. Now, would you say that the scene looks exactly as it does now when the lights came back on?
Absolutely not.
No.
So many differences.
Okay, such as?
If this were a spot the differences picture, I could see at least 4 things.
4. All right.
One.
Can you spot those 4?
The pottery.
The pottery. You saying that this pot wasn't busted open with a bunch of rupees spilling out at the time?
No, that'd be really weird interior decor.
I do agree. But I figured, hey, maybe there's a scuffle, maybe lovers tryst before lights went out.
Possible.
Okay.
A lot of noise happened.
All right. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, that bottle. I think we can track
2.
where that came.
Empty bottle.
Right. And it was a full bottle. Do you know what that bottle contained before this?
Think it had a fairy in it.
All right. Well, that
Probably
tracks.
this fairy floating around in the background now.
Makes a lot of sense. Now that I think about it. What else we got here?
Number 3. Got that glass full of that green stuff.
That green stuff.
In
Wait.
fact, I meant to talk to Mr. Finnegan right before you got to him.
I see.
What? What's that? Oh, hey, where'd you get that?
Excellent. Let's see here. Oh, I know. From what I've been hearing for a couple folks, this Tingle was a map salesman. Is that right?
Cartographer is the official term.
Cartographer. Big vocabulary from the local guard. All right. And what was he cartographing? Was he doing it at the time that he died?
No, I believe he was playing with his balloons.
His balloons. I see. They're kind of draped all over him. Were they actually here before when he died, or was?
No, we decided he'd like to go this way.
Oh, I see. Well, it's very kind of you to acquiesce to his last wishes. Very, very nice. But he only had the one balloon with him at the time.
Only the one. I'm
Okay.
sure of it.
Understood. Let's see. Now, I do see also quite a bit of rope over here. Was this also some sort of party decor? Was he doing some sort of rope trick?
This was elsewhere in the party. Think he was planning to pin the tail on the donkey. We didn't get that far.
It's a heck of a tale. Okay, let's see here. I think that about does it.
Well, there is one more very important difference.
What's that?
He wasn't dead before the lights went out.
You got me there. You got me there, Jeff.
I'm very observant.
I can tell. And you know what, Jeff? You are a professional. And
Correct.
I do enjoy speaking with professionals on this job. Makes my job a lot easier. Now, Jeff, I heard from Linda that you were paid to be here. Is that right?
Yeah, sort of a protection gig.
A protection gig, sure.
Got a lot of strange people gathering in the woods. You
It
need
does
someone
seem-
to try and look out for them.
Seems like a strange coterie, that's true. But I heard that this man right here thought of you as a friend. Is that right?
That is correct.
Now, the way that that's being said by a couple people here is that you don't reciprocate those feelings. Is that right?
I guard the entrance to the forest. Tingle lives in the forest. He goes out to sell his maps. He comes back to the forest to his loving wife. We see each other day in, day out. Tell me, is that not friendship?
You tell me.
I think that's exactly what it was.
Okay. So if you were such good friends with Mr. Tingle, and he was having the birthday party of his life and doing the outrageous balloon dances that he does, why were you had to be paid so much to be here? Couldn't you just do a favor for a friend?
Give him a discount,
How much?
50%.
It's a pretty good discount.
Friends and family benefits.
Hey, you know what? I'm sure he appreciated it right up until the moment he died.
We'll never know now.
Certainly won't. One last thing, Jeff, and then I'll let you go. Get back to your very important work.
That chest back there, probably full of treasure. Needs a guard. Just saying.
Hey, you know what? I'll let you get right back to it. But first, if there is anybody here you trust, because you've had eyes on this party all night, is there somebody that you wouldn't trust with his body?
No, I'm not trying to point a finger at anyone.
Of course not.
But you're right.
Hypothetically.
You're right. It is a little strange to try to bribe me to come to this party when me and Tingle Tingle are such good friends. Now, I'm not saying that makes anyone anything. I'm just saying it's a little suspicious.
You charged me those rates.
Allegedly.
Those are your rates.
They're allegedly my rates.
It's a good thing I have control over the accounts. Would have hurt his feelings to know how much you're charging to be here.
More than his feelings were hurt tonight. I can't believe you're making this all about money.
I'm the one making this all about money. You're the one that needs to be paid to be here.
You need to stand down.
Okay, all right.
You were such good friends with him. Why were you calling him annoying?
You never call your friends annoying?
Not my friends.
You never get annoyed by your friends?
You were
You never
saying-
get a little short, detective? They never get on your nerves?
I don't have any friends.
Yeah, you seem like the type. I got nothing more to say to any of you.
So, just to simmer things down for just a second, Mrs. Tingle, would you prefer Linda or Mrs. Tingle?
Either.
You mentioned that you had control over all the accounts, all the finances of, I assume, his illustrious cartography empire.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I mean, Tingle's not very good with money. And so I manage the finances. What's wrong with that?
And now that he's dead, I would assume that means that you have control over most of his finances now, right? If not all? Makes you a very wealthy woman.
Suggest.
I'm not trying to suggest anything. I'm just trying to point out what I see here. And I see a man, maybe neglectful of those close to him, and someone having strong ties.
I just lost my husband tonight. And you're trying to come into my home and disrespect me.
I'm just trying to do my job, man. But that being said, actually, I do have one little thing that I noticed. Just one more thing. Kessa, I can't help but notice that throughout all this, you have been staring in one particular place in this room more than anywhere else. And it doesn't seem like something I'd be very interested in, but I can't help but notice every time I look back to you, you have been looking at that there 8-ball on that there table this whole time. Is that interesting you in some way? Do you like learning about the world through water and a little ball?
Well, of course, as a merchant of rare artifacts, I can't help but notice all of the very rare artifacts that you have in your lovely home, and I have one just like that. It's a family heirloom, and so of course I'm going to notice it.
It seems like you're a little bit more interested than just noticing it. I mean, as you said, there are plenty of other fascinating artifacts in the room here, and yet that ball just really seems to get you going there. Seems a little strange.
I'm just saying, because I have one just like it, I just wanted to get a closer look at it.
Would you happen to know where that one that looks just like it is now?
I actually don't. I lost it a little while ago.
Intriguing. Folks, I think I have all the evidence I need here to solve this thing. But I need your help to figure out the rest of this. I've been going through and reviewing all the facts. I have all the details of this case written down. We've talked to all the suspects. We've seen the evidence. And I have my assumptions on who may have done this, but I want to hear it from you. You need to help me out solve this because I don't think I can do it on my own. Do we have an idea of who may have done this? Well, I should have guessed on this one. But I think you're right. I think something doesn't quite sit right with me on her either. Kessa, would you mind
What?
taking a seat here for just a second?
No.
Yes. We've been friends for years.
There's no way she did it.
Kessa, some things are just not adding up here tonight. You being at this party, being so supportive of your best friend here, you might do anything to help out a friend, right? Including maybe eyeing out something that you thought was yours. That ended up in a place you didn't expect. I don't know about you, but if I had to guess, my sources say that you might be our killer.
No!
Fine, it was me. No. It was me. I admit it. I killed Tingle. Killing Tingle wasn't a decision I took lightly. I try to operate on principles of fairness, goodness, and understanding. When I saw Valu's magic 8-ball being used as a centerpiece on the table, I knew that Tingle was the one who stole it from me. That thing took me blood, sweat, and tears to get. It was going to fetch a pretty penny for me and Finnegan, and Tingle had the audacity to take it. There was no other option. He took my livelihood, so I did what was fair and ended his life. I'm a good shot, so when it went dark, I threw that pot right at him and killed Tingle. That thing took me blood.
So, I guess that's one way to smash a pot for finding out what's inside, but
Kessa.
That can't be. I mean, we've been friends for years, and
ma'am, it's gonna be all right.
no,
can't
it's
believe
not. Because I did it.
What?
I killed him.
You killed your husband.
It was me.
You,
What kind of friends do you
I was the one who killed Tingle. I know. How predictable that it's the wife that did it. I didn't want it to come to this, but I didn't have a choice. Tingle was always a busy man, but he became too busy for me. And I felt trapped. He used to run his map designs by me and come home at a decent hour. I just wanted to spend more time together. He was just so far away and always so busy. I haven't heard my husband's magic words in years. Now, no one gets to hear his magic words. So I bludgeoned him with his stupid Tingle tuner.
so let me get this straight. After all these shenanigans here tonight, you called in a guard, you did everything to set this up, just to take him out in front of all your friends.
I knew it.
You killed my best customer.
You're right. The insurance payout is really high,
On him?
and I had to get out of that grove. I couldn't take it anymore.
All about you, isn't it?
Well, I think that will just about do it here. Man, though, can't help but notice there's a lot of herbs left in this thing.
You implying, man.
Well, I mean, it'd be such a shame to leave so much product here, right? Like, to leave it all behind there. I mean,
Somebody was.
but I'm sure we could just leave it with our now unfortunately accused wife.
Oh, I'm leaving.
You're leaving.
No, I'm going to prison.
You will be. You can't leave. I will be taking you in. But I think that'll pretty much do it for us here. I mean, you have anything to say for yourself?
Look, man, all I know is that he didn't want any from me. So if
Right.
he got it from somewhere else, that's what I think.
Oh, you're saying he might have had another supplier?
He might have had another supplier. I don't know. He didn't seem like he wanted anything from me. It bothered me a lot, but it's all right. You know, he was one of my best customers. I can't believe he would betray me like that.
Your best customer, but as best I can tell, he wasn't buying from you anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where he got it, man. I don't know where he got it.
I mean, that could infuriate somebody. I mean, we already have two people confessing to murder. Surely that wouldn't make you so angry that you would do something rash.
Look, man. It wasn't Kessa, and it wasn't Linda. It was me. I did it.
Finnegan!
I did it. I was so mad. I can't believe I've lost so much money now.
Don't say these
He
things.
owes me
Don't
so
say
much.
these
He
things.
owes me so much money.
He was never good for
Now you owe me it.
Stop.
You know, man, I didn't come here looking to kill Tangle.
Tingle.
Whatever. I came here looking for food and to make a sale or two. So I'm over here chit-chatting, trying to get him to try my new and improved Hylian herb. 10 rupees for you, and I'll give you a 2 for 10 deal. And there I was, in the middle of my sales pitch, when I saw Valu's magic 8-ball. Kessa had been missing that thing for months. I shot Kessa a look, and before she could respond, boom! It's dark. No one steals from my girl and gets away with it. So, I slipped a whole bushel of herb into his drink. He drank it, he died, and that was that. He still owes me for it.
Still? You think he's going to pay off this now?
Well, somebody's got to.
Is that true? Now, Kessa, it seems you've been falling into some bad company here.
Listen, that was my family heirloom.
Wait, what are you, you're still concerned about that heirloom?
I'm just saying what had to be done.
I mean, that's going to be taken into custody. I can't, it has to stay with me.
I have nothing else to say.
Nothing.
It's
All
funny
right.
that you mentioned what had to be done.
What exactly had to be done to get that?
I already confessed.
You told me that you brought me here to meet your partner's best friend. You tried to take him out, but you're doing whatever needed to be done. Did you know how he interacted with me?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Do you know how he was when he was on your Hyrulean herb?
I don't.
It's enough to drive anyone out of their jar.
Do you
What
have
are you
something
saying,
to
Willow?
say about this?
What are you trying to imply?
What am I trying to imply?
No.
This can't be.
No.
Hey, listen.
Hi. Say again?
Hey, listen. Hey.
Yeah.
Hi. I killed him.
You. So, we have. What?
Oh, thank God!
You killed him?
I did. He's had it coming for a while now. I didn't just wake up and decide this is how the day was gonna go. But here we are. When Kessa told me we were going to a birthday party, I was ready for a good time. But then I realized it was his party. It was fine until he started going on and on about how I needed to just settle down and give him what he wanted for his birthday. A fairy companion of his own. I had been over this 1,000,000 times, and I just snapped, okay? When it got dark, I used that as a chance to escape from my bottle, grab the rope, and choke him to death.
So you're telling me that you killed him? You killed him? You killed him? You killed him!
We got a party full of criminals, murderers. I say we arrest all of them.
Is that blood?
Where did?
You know what?
That's not cool, man.
I have nothing to hide from any of you.
Hey!
You're right. You're some clever detective. You thought all of them did it?
Yeah.
They're all wrong, and you're wrong, because I did it.
You
I did it!
You did it too!
I did it too! You know, Detective, you're a man who knows his job very well. You know what needs to be done. I could say the same of myself, you know? And if there's one thing that's bothersome in any line of work, it's those who get in the way of doing what needs to be done. Tingle has distracted me from my guard duties outside the forest for far too long. Not to mention, he thought I was his best friend or something. I never even bought a single map from the guy, so how he got that in his head, no idea. The darkness was an opportunity to finally eliminate the one person that kept getting in my way. So I grabbed the sword, and I stabbed him.
So you're telling me that nobody liked this man on his birthday? Not a single one of you wanted this man alive for a moment longer?
Nope.
They're right.
Nope.
He was annoying.
Very.
Wait, you were at his birthday party?
The perfect opportunity to commit the perfect crime.
Everybody had a motive. Everybody had an opportunity. Everybody. There's a lot of you got arrested tonight.
Call me a silent princess.
What?
A silent princess.
What do you mean?
Detective, I think you're the only one that knows what happened here tonight. And I don't think you're gonna be leaving this party.
Well, friends, we can figure all this out together, right?
I can help numb the pain.
Hey, we'll be right back.
That was so silly.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
So much fun.
everyone.
Zach.
What's up, losers? Welcome back to Emo Zeldathon. We're going to have a whole night of emo for you guys ahead. If you're a true emo, write about the darkness in your souls in chat. We've got our Dark Mother Bayonetta showing up later tonight. It's going to be a wonderful night. We've got some emo giveaways, emo games, emo music. Danny, you're going to take it away for our first song.
If I have to.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they had made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? Sometimes I get the feeling she's watching over me, and other times I feel like I should go. And through it all, the rise and fall, the bodies in the streets. And when you're gone, we all want you to know we'll carry on, we'll carry on. And though you're dead and gone, believe me, your memory will carry on, will carry on. And in my heart I can't contain it, this anthem won't explain it.
Time for another classic, sad emo song.
Am I more than you bargained for yet? I've been dying to tell you anything you wanna hear, 'cause that's just who I am this week. Lie in the grass next to the mausoleum. There's a notch in your bedpost, but you're just a line in a song. Drop a heart, say your name. We're always sleeping in and sleeping for the wrong thing. We're going down, down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. A loaded God complex, got getting bullet. We're going down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. Loaded God complex, got getting bullet.
Time for some really emo stuff. I bet you guys all know it. Sing along. so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave, 'cause your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you bright-eyed, wipe away all of your tears. When you scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years, and you still have all of me. You used to captivate me by your resonating light. Now I'm bound by the life you left behind. Your face, it haunts my once pleasant dreams. Your voice, it chased away all the sanity in me. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you're bright-eyed, wipe away all of your tears. When you scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years, but you still I've tried so hard to tell myself that you're gone, but though you're still with me, I've been alone You bright-eyed, wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years, but you still have all of me. All of me. We've got one more sad tune, but we're turning it up a notch, so I hope you guys feel free to be emo and rock out and tune in for Bayonetta later tonight around 1 a.m. EST. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Open up the pit. Yeah. This is. How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I become so numb?
walked in the dark, but you were there in front of me.
I've been sleeping 1,000 years, it seems. Got to open my eyes to everything.
Without a thought, without a voice, without a soul, don't let me die here. There must be something more.
Bring me to
Wake me up.
Wake me up inside.
Get me up.
Wake me up inside.
Save me.
Call my name and save me from the dark.
Wake me up.
I bid my blood to
Get me up.
for I come undone.
Save me.
Save me from the nothing I've become. Bring me to life.
I've been living a lie. There's nothing inside.
Bring me to
That was Emo Flintstones, everybody. And back to you, Zeldathon. Thank you.
Oh, hello there. Sorry, I was reading this delightful book. Welcome in, lovely friends. I am the great fairy Nimbly. Are you here to seek wisdom? Come closer, and let me grant what you desire. Here it is, your fortune for today. Don't be afraid of being afraid. Well, there you have it, my lovely children. Go out and be afraid. Please come back to see me, the great fairy Nimbly.